Hi, my name is Miguel Montalongo,
And I'm Oscar Larios.
and welcome back to another edition of
SFS News.
Now, the first thing I do want to talk about is there's going to be a 2M2M meeting this Friday, so make sure to be there.
Or be square.
Thank you, Oscar.
In other news, this Friday we will have testing for all grades for the ACT.
Now, if you're a freshman, junior, or senior, you are taking that practice ACT. But only if you are a sophomore do you take that pre-ACT. Also, note guys, you can bring sweats that Friday, alright? So, sweat it up and enjoy. Dang, now it's Araceli with the interview.
Where were you born?
I was born in Oklahoma City.
What is one thing you wish students knew about you?
I think the students here think that I'm really strict, which I am. If everybody can do what they're supposed to do, I'm also a lot of fun, and I really like the students here at Santa Fe South.
And our final question is, what kind of student were you in high school?
My freshman year of high school, I went to Switzerland to a boarding school. And the reason I went was because I had a stepmother and we did not get along. So it was like, let's send her somewhere where she's away from the family, right? So I went to Switzerland. It was great. I was away from my family and made new friends. But I also got involved in drugs there in Switzerland. And so when I returned my sophomore year, my parents realized that I had, kind of changed and I had gotten into things I shouldn't have. So they put me into a Christian school, OCS in Edmond. And I was very angry, I was very rebellious, I just wanted to do what I wanted to do, I didn't want anybody to tell me what to do. I didn't like living in my house, I didn't like my stepmother, I thought everything was unfair, and so I just became mean. So I was really mean and got into fights. I broke a girl's nose with the basketball, yes, and I got kicked out of school for smoking in the restroom. And I just didn't care. It was just whatever happens, happens. So after I got in a bunch of trouble, right, ended up in juvie for a couple of days, my parents said, you can't stay here anymore. You're too much trouble. So they sent me to live with a family in Chicago, Illinois. And that's where I did my junior and senior year at Wheaton Christian High School. But the summer right before that is what was amazing to me, okay, or what changed my life. Because I was a really hateful, bitter, angry girl. I went to Colorado and did a work, I had to clean the kitchen, I had to, it was like a maintenance place, and it was just like a work camp, basically, for kids. And while I was there, I knew my life was messed up, and I knew I'd made a lot of bad choices, and I knew that I was really unhappy. And there wasn't TV or radio or anything there. I spent a lot of time in nature. And so I said to myself, if God can do all of this that's so beautiful and so amazing, then He can certainly help me get my life in order. And so I went from that point into this other school in Illinois, and it was a great school. It was a Christian school, and I just made new friends. I started all over, and that's how I ended up going to Oral Roberts University in Tulsa. So I went to a Christian university. And that's my high school.
Alright, that's
It's a long
quite
story.
That's quite a story. Okay, well, that's all the questions we have today. Thank
Okay.
you.
All right.
Hey, Miggy,
Yeah.
want to hear a joke?
Yeah.
How do you get straight A's?
I don't know, man. How?
You use a ruler. That was a good one, huh?
Chris and Zach, what brought you here to SFS and why?
Coach Oates.
Coach Oates.
Coach Oates. For basketball.
I heard a lot of good things about Coach. Well, what does he do exactly that made you come here?
Motivation. Yeah.
One game. Just one game y'all prepared about.
No, Southeast. Southeast.
Southeast?
What game we're prepared about?
Yeah.
We're
prepared
prepared for all games.
All
Prepared
games.
for
All games?
Yeah.
Kid.
I remember students.
Want to say.
Oh, I like that, bro.
Ooh.
Or be square. Is that good?
That's a rectangle.
Oh.
That's a rectangle.
I was like,
He went.
Alright.
best news. I got Chris, Zach, and Jose here.